how to style a long line cardigan. And of course, we can always belt it. Hello everybody and a warm welcome back to my channel. My name is Miranda Holder, I'm a celebrity stylist and your feel-good fashion coach. And today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you a practical video on how I would style this beautiful long line cardigan. So is there anything more luxurious than cashmere? I don't think so. I was lucky enough to receive this beautiful piece from Loop Cashmere, but there are plenty of other pieces like this around in the shops at the moment. It is autumn or fall if you're watching from the States, and it's all about that lovely cozy layering to keep warm and snug. And being a stylist and a bit of a fashionista, I personally love this time of year because it's the time where you get to have the most fun because you get to wear more pieces by layering them up, which means you get all sorts of extra outfit options that you don't do in the hot weather. So it's a dream for me. So if you don't want cashmere or you can't afford cashmere, that's absolutely no problem at all. There are lots of lovely long line cardigans like this available everywhere, and I will find some links for you of my favourites of all price ranges so you can have a look for yourself. So I've chosen this beautiful caramel or camel coloured long line cardigan, which is of course a neutral. And if you're afraid of colour, or you don't like it, or you just don't really know how to complement it or implement it into your wardrobe, then I would always suggest building your capsule wardrobe or your extensive collection out of neutrals, because neutrals by their very nature mix and match effortlessly together, which really does take the guesswork at dressing in the morning, because you just don't have to worry about what's going to go with what. And then if you wanted to build your look further, you could have fun with the colour, with accessories, accents, funky handbags, brightly coloured shoes, things like that. It's definitely a great place to start, particularly if you're going to be building a capsule wardrobe. So leopard is a neutral, in case you hadn't heard, and so is denim, which is why I am wearing a denim shirt to start us off. It's going to look lovely. I'm also feeling a headband moment. I did say leopard was a neutral, and here we go. So I'm going to pop this on just for a little bit of a look. Now, what this does for me is it's actually adding a little bit of extra height to my whole frame. It's minimal, it's only ½ an inch, but I think I've already said in this video, or I'm going to say it, that it makes all the difference. Often it's just a few millimeters here and there that actually has quite a transformative effect on the whole look. So because this, as you're going to see, is the most gorgeous snuggly cardigan, but quite voluminous, it is quite wide, which is lovely and cozy. I want to elongate my frame as much as possible. And I'm not particularly tall. I'm about 5'5", 5'5.5" when I'm lucky on a good day. So without further ado, let me show you this. So number one, always show off your wrists and ankles. When you're wearing quite a chunky outfit like this, you want to allude, actually they're not level, bear with me. So you want to show a little bit of shape if you're wearing something that's a little bit shapeless or voluminous. So you always want to show off wrists, ankles, a little bit of bare skin if you can, just so you can see, you know, there's a woman under there. Equally, because this is lovely and voluminous, and oh my goodness, it is the softest, most snuggly thing in the world. Fabulous, it'll make a great dressing gown, that it's very, very versatile. I have chosen to keep my outfit very slimline underneath and sleek. And if it was baggy, it just wouldn't be as flattering. I'm going to show you some wide leg trousers with this in a moment, just so you can see it doesn't work as well. Again, because it's lovely and voluminous, you want to show a nice little bit of shape going on underneath. So I am wearing a denim shirt, but I have chosen to tuck it because I am quite long-waisted, which means my legs are pitifully short and my torso is very, very long. So I've raised my waist and shortened my torso slightly by tucking in the front of this shirt. It's more flattering for me. I could raise it even further if I wanted to by adding a black leather wide belt, sort of an obi belt or something like that, and that would look lovely. And if I was wearing this out, I probably would, for an even smarter and more luxurious effect. But also I think the whole thing is working because you're balancing out this beautiful, relaxed, warm, snuggly fabric with the lovely smoother texture of the denim, both of which are very casual but different. And then you've got the other texture of, this is actually faux leather, they're fabulous leggings from Commando. But you've got those three textures all working together, which make the outfit much more interesting. Also, I'm wearing chunky trainers here. They are, they've got some blue and red flashes on the side, I hope you can see. And the blue is kind of picking up the blue in my denim, so it's bringing the whole thing together. And I've got different kinds of trainers. I've got much more sleek and slimline, daintier trainers as well, which I love. But the reason I've opted for a chunkier shoe with this outfit is because it contrasts really nicely with the skinny leg that I've chosen. If you love a skinny jean, then this cardigan would be great because it's perfect to wear over a skinny jean. I don't really have any at the moment in my collection. They're kind of out. I'm not a slave to fashion, and if you love them, absolutely wear them. They're fabulous for tucking into long boots and just a super practical and comfy item, particularly if you want to wear big oversized sweaters over the top. But I don't. So at the moment, I'm going with this lovely skinny faux leather legging, but I've balanced that whole silhouette with a chunky shoe, which actually makes my legs then in turn look smaller because it's all about deceiving the eye and creating proportion. If I'd had a slimline shoe, my legs wouldn't have been as flattered as they would have by, or as they are by this current outfit. So I've just put this on with the same shirt, which is quite fitted, but some wide leg trousers, which isn't as easy to wear. And if you're not super tall, will often not work because it will also just be too bulky. But I've made it work because I've kept my top half fitted, and I have added, I've got my lucky boots on. These are my platform Gucci boots, which I bought quite a few years ago, and they have seen me through many fabulous styling and career moments. I wore them when I styled Boy George. I wore them to Paris Fashion Week, Couture Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and lots of amazing places. So I keep them, and they are amazing, and I love them because I'm only 5'5". They add lots of height, and they are super comfortable. And there's loads of this kind of thing around right now, so you could easily get yourself some platforms if you want to have this more boho, wide leg, sort of 70s inspired look. And I just love the colors together. I love the camel with the denim. It's really classic, it's really easy, and it's super comfortable. You're not going to get cold in this. And now I'd like to show you an evening look. So I'm keeping it classic, I'm keeping it neutral. I've got a silk sleeveless ivory blouse here and a classic leather pencil skirt, which keeps the whole look quite sleek underneath. And then the whole look just comes together with the addition of this third piece. And we talk about the third piece rule in fashion a lot. And in case you haven't seen any other videos about this from me, the third piece brings the whole look together and makes the outfit. So if you think about it, you can have a beautiful white top, a beautiful pair of jeans, and okay, that looks nice. But then if you add a blazer or a waistcoat, or a really cool topper, a duster coat, something like that, suddenly that threesome becomes something far more magical and special and stylish, and the outfit really comes to life. And it's something you can always think about with fashion. If you're looking in the mirror and thinking, no, this outfit's not quite working, it's not quite right, quite often you need a third piece to pull the whole look together, and that's what this is doing. Now, I love this look. It's very modern. At the moment, we're seeing loads of oversized blazers and things like that, and a great way of wearing them is with little mini skirts or micro shorts or shorts, if that's your vibe, if you're brave enough. I'm not brave enough, so I'm going with a pencil skirt, which is sort of the next best thing. But then having this lovely, loose and luxurious long cardigan keeps the look very contemporary and very relaxed. So what I've done is I've taken this really lovely classic evening look down a notch and made it more wearable. So, you know, sometimes you have those lunches and it's sort of smart casual, but you don't quite know what to wear. Well, adding some beautiful knitwear to something more evening-y and more sort of sassy, a bit like this outfit on its own, is a great way of balancing it. It's also a little bit unexpected, and very often the most beautiful outfits or interesting outfits are made up of more unusual combinations. So the combination of this evening skirt with this more relaxed cardigan that you might associate with loungewear, or certainly snuggling up in front of the fire with a big mug of hot chocolate, worn together makes the outfit far more interesting, I think. And now we're going to try it with a red dress, because camel looks absolutely stunning with red. It really pops. It also looks fabulous with hot pink or a really bright cobalt blue. They look gorgeous together. Let's have a go. So I've got my leopard boots for a little bit of extra funkiness. I've gone for a narrow, quite sock-like boot because chunky wouldn't work with this look, because I've already got quite a lot of volume going on here in the oversized cardigan and also in the slightly voluminous sort of swishy dress here as well. So a thin boot works much better. This is all about the sandwich rule in fashion. So usually if you have something oversized, it looks best next to something that's quite tight fitting, because if you think about it and you have an entire oversized outfit, you've just completely lost any definition and femininity and shape that you've got, unless you want to be completely fashion forward and do that look, of course. That's something else entirely, but generally we're talking about the most flattering and sort of multi-purpose looks here. And also if you have everything completely skin tight, it not only looks a little bit dated, but can also just not look very, well, it just doesn't look very contemporary and modern and, in my opinion, stylish. So it's good to have a mixture. And of course, we can always belt it. Let me show you how. So when you're belting things, it's really important to find your best waist. And what I mean by that is it's not necessarily your waist is meant to be where you bend if you lean left to right. But for example, I'm quite straight up and down. So that's not really the slimmest part of me. I'm better wearing my belt slightly higher up. It's more flattering. That's a narrow part. I'm also quite long torsoed, so that helps to elongate my legs if I wear my belt a little bit higher. But for you, it might be lower on the hip, it might be dead on your waist. So don't be afraid to move your belt up and down. This one's a stretch one. It's brilliant. I'm going to link to it as well so you can get yourself one. It's not expensive. And you can either wear it like this, and I would play with the cardigan just to make sure it's nice and smooth on the sides. I can't see myself. I'm going to look in my mirror now. And then what you've got is that lovely long section, which, if you remember the Body Shape Basics series, is super elongating for your frame. So it's going to make you look taller. I think most of us would be happy to look taller, and consequently a little bit slimmer, so it's very flattering. And then the other way I would belt this is as follows. Is to cross it over like this, so it's super snuggly, super warm. Just remember to find where your slimmest part is for the most flattering. I've tucked my hair here just because I really love this look. There's a whole trend going on social media, particularly in autumn, where the lovely polo neck sweaters and things come out, where you tuck your hair into your sweater and it's like a faux bob. And I think it's really fun. It's great for bad hair days, and I also really love the look. And finally, don't forget to have a play. And if you want to, you can always wear your belt the other way around. So something a little bit different today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. Take care, and I will see you all again next time.